Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. My name is Alex Larshevek, and today we're unboxing / reviewing the Wyze V2 camera. This camera is pretty special in that it is only $25 on Amazon, and it comes with quite a big package. It films in 1080p. It has 8 times digital zoom. There's night vision with this. Two-way audio, as well as motion and sound detection. On top of that, during your 14 days, the first 14 days in which you register, you get free cloud, which is pretty nice. Today we're going to review if $25 is worth this Wyze camera, and we're going to explore some of the features in depth. So we're going to be unboxing this Wyze camera right now. Got my handy little slice. So it's pretty premium packaging. As you can see, it's sort of Apple-esque. But here is the camera itself. Let's take this off. And this is the camera itself, super small, could fit in my palm. And in the back there's a USB and power cable. And here's the front. As you can see, there's no, it's pretty clean design, very simple yet elegant. And let's see what else is in the box. Here's their quick start guide where it shows you what the camera comes with, and setup instructions. And lastly, here's another box, and I'm assuming this is the power. But as you can see, the packaging is very premium, especially for the price. You can see here's the power cable, or the power block, typical USB. Here is a 3M. I'm not sure what this is, but I'm sure it's used to mount the Wyze camera. And this is probably another mounting device. And here is the USB cord that goes from the power block to the camera itself. And lastly, in here is just like silicone, I think. Yeah. So let's get started with the actual quality and the actual framing sort of this camera. As you can tell, the build quality is pretty nice. You can tell it's simple, clean. There's no branding or anything, which is really cool. And yeah, all in all, it's a pretty solid package. So in the back, there is a USB-C as well as a power input. I think the USB-C is there to actually link your Wyze with another camera. So you can use one power block and sort of link the other power blocks using this USB output. Exploring the camera frame, there's an expandable bottom that comes out. And if you look at the top-down view, you can see that this bottom sort of rotates. And what comes in the package is a magnetic sort of base that you can use to stick onto the bottom. So the bottom is also magnetic. And they also give you a adhesive. So if I wanted to place this camera on a wall, I place the adhesive on the wall first, and then put the adhesive with the magnetic circle. And then once these are connected, you just place the camera on top. And so doing so, the mounting becomes super simple, and there's quite a lot of great, like, I guess, user design that goes into that, and sort of ease of use. Hi guys, this is Alex in post-processing. For this sort of clip, I wanted to show the downloading and setup of the Wyze camera. Right now I am downloading the Wyze camera through the App Store, or the Wyze App through the App Store, and we're just going to wait a while till it downloads.
Now that it's finished downloading, this is Wyze's home screen. It asks for notifications. I click no, and here's the login page. For some time, I was trying to log in even though I didn't create an account, but it wasn't intuitive as a first-time user. It was hard to see the sign up at the bottom. So after getting an invalid username and password, I then clicked create account. Oh my gosh, I can't speak. I then clicked create account and created a password. Then you have to verify through your email, and I skipped that part. So now here's the home screen. You can see you can add a device that you want, and this brings you to the setup page. You plug your Wyze Cam into an outlet to get power, and once that happens, you click the setup under the base of the camera, and there's a little small button that says setup. We're just going to wait for it to connect, and once it does connect, you will hear from the camera say ready to connect. It's going to speak to you, and we're just going to wait. So once that has happened, you then have to choose your network for Wi-Fi. It gives you the Wi-Fi closest to you, I think, but you can input your own. And I skipped that part because I don't want you guys hacking my Wi-Fi. But after that, after you connect to the internet, it then brings you to the tricky part, which is to scan this QR code that pops up on your phone with the Wyze Cam itself. And so you have to adjust it here and there, zoom out, zoom in a little, to get it to the right focus point. But once that happens, the camera's going to speak to you again and say QR code scanned. And so after the camera spoke to you, it's going to connect to the internet, and this is going to take a while. So just sit and be patient. I'll skip this for you guys. But anyhow, once it connects, you then name your device, and they give you several options that you could choose from: kitchen cam, living room cam, garage cam. But for me, because I was only purchasing this for review sakes, I just named it Wide Cam 1. And once that happens, it just gives you like a little ad, I guess, and now you're at the home screen. It gives you some walkthroughs, which I skipped, and once that happens, it also asks you to update your firmware. I did so, but at the end of this firmware update, it didn't even work. It said firmware was like canceled or something. So I'm not really sure why it's mandatory, but yeah, that was some weird bug that I found. But once the firmware updates, you're ready to rock and roll, and you're ready to use the Wyze camera and its app.
So in this screenshot or screen share, I am going through how to create a rule for any device. So here I'm creating a motion trigger. So anytime a specific camera sees some motion, you can set some type of rules to either the camera itself or through like notifications. And so here I was trying to upload a short video to the cloud, which I selected, and yeah, right there is a toggle with the time. So for example, if you're sleeping from like 10 p.m. till like 6 a.m., you can only trigger it during those specific times. But if not, you could just leave that blank and it'll record all events at all specific times. Secondly, I created an action that you can apply to all cameras. And these are just quick little shortcuts that allow you to apply all actions to all cameras with one click of a button. And so I created a rule that allows you to turn on all cameras when you click that specific shortcut. So after 10 to 20 minutes of trying to work out these triggers, I still didn't receive a trigger even though I was sitting directly in front of the camera and I turned motion and sound on as a trigger option. As I was playing with the settings and being really confused why I wasn't getting trigger events, I realized that for the camera itself, you have to set the detects motion and detects sound toggles on. And I feel like that's super unintuitive as a user, as a first-time user, because you expect that when you're creating triggers, these options are already set. And so I didn't realize you have to go into each individual camera and you have to set these event recordings toggles on. So once that happened, I started getting motion and sound triggers, and here's some of my screen captures, and it's pretty cool that they upload it to the cloud for you, free for the first 14 days, and yeah, it's pretty nice, and it's nicely laid out, and you could do filters and all this, and it's pretty great feature. So in this screen share, here's the live stream. So I'm live streaming myself from the camera I set up, and you can do things like record video of yourself. When you click that sound toggle, you can hear the sound that's coming in from the camera itself. You can also have a two-way microphone with the camera. So for example, if someone comes to your door and you want to know who it is and you want to speak to them, you can hold and click that speak toggle, and that will allow you to speak to the person that's at your door. One other feature that Wyze boasts is that they offer night vision. And so I went in and I live streamed the camera I bought, and I sort of did a demo of what the night vision looks like, and I turned off all my lights in my room. It's currently 10:30, so I recorded it around 10:15, and yeah, it has some really nice image quality, and the night vision is pretty on par. The detail's nice. The lighting's nice. I mean, really big props to Wyze with their night vision system. With this screen share, I'm going through the different types of screens that are like menu items that are on the app. In the Discover, it's sort of Wyze's way of sharing their information, their promotion information. So they ask for feedback. Here's another menu where you can buy their stuff. And as you can see, the Wyze Camera V2 is actually cheaper than Amazon. On Amazon, it's 26 bucks, and here it's $19. I'm not sure about shipping, but the price itself is lower. Then there's account information, which regards to like security and stuff like that, the usual. And lastly, you have an events, where any events that you capture with each trigger that you've made, the events show up there. So all in all, the Wyze Camera V2 has some pretty nice features packed into it, especially for the price point. It looks nice, the ergonomics are nice, and as we explored some of the app features, the app is super intuitive in terms of the UI UX, and it has some pretty nice features packed into this, including the night vision, which I was blown away with, the zooming features, and some of the event and motion triggers that you can set. I've seen some reviews that say be wary that this is a Chinese company and they might be spying on you. So I mean, even though I'm a software engineer, I feel like I can't give my input on that because I simply don't know enough about security, especially when it comes to dealing with your IP address and stuff like that. But in terms of the product itself, it's a pretty great product for the price, and I definitely recommend you check one out. Let me know what you think about the Wyze camera, if it was worth the money or not, and if you think some of their competitors are better, like Nest. Yeah, let me know. And if you like this video, please make sure to drop a like or comment and subscribe. Thanks so much for watching my video, and I hope you stay tuned for many more. Thank you. Bye.